Well, if we were to declare war on you, it would bring Chinook in, but we could just blitz you down and take these 3 gold provinces before anyone is the wiser. That is mountains, but your military tech is 11. I'm 12 techs ahead of you. And then after this, I think I can start deciding how I want to expand elsewhere. Also, I just realised I don't actually have enough transports. I need one more. I need to build a ship. Shocking. 1 merchantman, please. Oh, 1 ship. No. That was the wrong ship. I want a Trabucal. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yes. I think I am going to declare war on you. Ba-bam! Oh, that's not actually your army. Oh. And yeah, my inflation. How's my inflation doing? I'm still losing inflation somehow. Even with a crazy gold income. Though I guess that gold income will go up more when I've actually cored everything. Well, in that case, let's detach a small unit and just go and take your forts. Hey, 94th men. Imperialism against air. We could come up against air united. See if anyone gets that reference. Huzzah! Not all. Thank you very much for the resubscription. I appreciate that. 5 months in a row. Nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're awesome. You guys are awesome. Have I told you that before? If I have, not enough. Because you are awesome. I should probably say, hey, I want that, and that. Yeah, the rest of the stuff I don't really care about. Excellent. Oh, I see an army. Election. Keep Lawrence de Croft. Let's make him a 566. Having 2 famous pirates in a row has been pretty phenomenal. Going to core province in Tenerife. Oh, that's a big deal. Because we can now reach the Ivory Coast. Right, so which merchant is frankly not pulling their weight? Lima. Pulling in 0.05 ducats. So Lima merchant is going to transfer trade power from here instead. And that is going to be pushed towards the Caribbean. I currently have 3% control. Oh right, it's 1690. I should also be raiding right now. Well, I can do that with my transports in a second. So what I am thinking here... How much would you lot cost to upgrade? 800. Well, let's split off half of you. Let's leave Mr. Speedy Boots in charge. We're going to send you to Jamaica. We're going to upgrade you. And then we're going to send you to go protect trade in the Ivory Coast. Which I can't actually do right now. Well, once you're repaired, I will be able to. And then we also really need to start building the shipyards. everywhere we possibly can. If we can't build it in certain places, because they're yellowed out, we need to increase development so that we can. That is now a serious priority, because we're massively over the force limit, and I need more force limit. Oh, go away, Siri. Wasn't talking to you. Okay, and here's the peace deal. Where they're willing to separate with a magnificent amount of money. Oh, we could get... Well, it's not adjacent to anything. Nah. That'll do me. And now we have an adjacency to Portuguese Mexico. Okay. Well, I'm going to send you all down here again to continue drilling. And we also need to do some more coring. War exhaustion is low enough that the modifiers shouldn't matter too much. And you can start raiding these coasts. Now we need to save up another, what, 400? To upgrade the other half of my trade fleet. And this is where the trade mercantile, or is it trade naval? Whatever gives this policy. Naval and trade. This is when this is really going to start to shine, because the trade power inherently controlled by the ships is going to increase, and then this is going to increase it further. We may also want to change up our flagship. Could be raiding the Pacific coast. You're not wrong. One thing we do actually need to do is go after New Valencia to take Panama from them. So that we can actually get through here to my rearward Mexican provinces. And yes, you're right, start raiding all of that. So how much is it going to cost to upgrade you? Enough so that when I get here I can probably do it. Unless, of course, New Providence has stolen it already. Which is possible, but no, they haven't actually. Like, nope, I need one more. Now I can do it. There it is, Ivory Coast. That's where I want you. So we need to rename that fleet. Ivory Coast. What's my control over Sevilla? Yeah, there's just so many competing powers here. I think I need to save up and start getting some level 3 centres of trade. Because both of mine here are still level 2s, and it's the level 3s that really start to wrestle control away from the others. Oops, you're not moving. Also, my force limit has indeed gone up, so we could go up to, say, 24. So maybe this is the time when we bring in cavalry for the first time. Maybe. %1 effective raiding in the Bahamas. San Augustine is a 1%. I'm going to take that. Can't reach any further north, so that means that somebody is pirate hunting with 60 guns here. So I am going to require my pirate fleet to privateer the Caribbean instead. I only mean 2 units of cavalry, not more than that. And that's just so I can get the flanking bonuses. And the faster looting. Because I already loot really quickly. Could get more infantry, I guess. Oh, we're actually losing money. Right, because we're not doing any trade. Yep, that comes hand in hand. %. Good enough. Start drilling. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. So we have a bunch of cores being finished up. What am I up to? 80% overextension. There's one of the cores. Oh, and this is going to be all the gold mines. Songhai, Civil War. I can get an ability? Huh. So apparently you do generate some points just really slowly. I think I probably want the absolutism. I don't think any of the other ones are going to be particularly useful to me. Though that's only actually going to be useful for about 7 years, but never mind. That's like 0.007 discipline, which I wouldn't have had otherwise. My most noble captain, your eldest son is on trial for corruption and bribery. There is no doubt the charges are true. How old is my current ruler? 61. So I don't want to be tanking my Republican tradition too much. So yeah, we're going to withdraw from public life. Also, I had corruption. Oh, because of the overextension. Yeah, fair enough. My nearest core... here, 1, 2. Never reached that anyway. So yeah, I think the next war is going to be against New Valencia. I want Panama. Privateer defects. The privateer, Captain Willem Lexfine, has made a name for himself in the service of the Brabantian Navy. The payment he has been receiving from the prizes, however, is much less than the full value of the prizes themselves. Like many savvy privateers, Willem Lexfine has realised that he could make a greater profit by turning pirate. He has tossed his letter of marque overboard and made port in Jamaica. As a pirate of Port Royal, he will be free to plunder to his heart's content and keep the spoils he has rightfully stolen. Captains gain influence, we gain a general, which is really an admiral of 50 tradition, and we get another 2-decker. Well, alright then. This is an acceptable arrangement. Whoop. So I might get rid of another war galleon in exchange. Advisor cost reduction, that's nice. %1 effective, oh dear. Panama is clearly being protected. Well, the pirates pirating the Caribbean right now. You guys. Start privateering in Panama, please. Nice try, whoever it was that was protecting that money. Now I can do the Caribbean itself. And then you need to come back to privateering the Caribbean. Right, we could do some conversions. I could also state, yes, Macronesia definitely needs to be stated so I can get defensive edicts there. In good time. This is in the actual Sevilla node. This is such a good pirate base. Ah, yes! Right, Age of Piracy has happened. Can't remember if I rated this, but I don't think I did. I think this must be the last one. Yeah. Okay, so the transports can return to Jamaica. You guys can return to protecting trade in the Caribbean rather than pirating it. And we fulfilled another mission. The pirate trade practices. We have got at least 25% trade power in Jamaica with pirates. So we get light ship combat ability plus 20% for another 20 years, and ship trade power. So my light ships are currently fighting at 35% ability, and I have plus 80% ship trade power. You can get more with a kind word and a cutlass than with just a kind word. Free trading ports. Own at least 3 centres of trade at level 2. Trade efficiency and trade steering. Oop. By controlling key trade ports ourselves, we can circumvent the criminally high trade fees set by local traders. And we've completed this, which is 3 gold producing provinces. Trading with gold is easy. It's quite valuable. Its value is indisputable. The only thing that's worth its weight in gold is gold. Global trade power plus 20%. And then it's just the triangle trade. So we would need to be privateering Sevilla, Jamaica, I guess, and then Pernambuco, wherever that is, probably off the coast of Africa. I really wish it just said the node. Don't say random province, tell me the node. Okay, good. Good. And yes, there are a bunch of improvements we could build. I do still want to have the level 3 centres of trade. I think we have enough libraries to at least get enlightenment. I'm not expecting it to spawn here, but we can at least get it. Stock exchange, Tlampalnek and Mexico would be nice. But that's all Mexican trade node. The one that I really need to dominate is this one. So actually building a stock exchange in Zui would be good. Why is that only plus 2? You are a centre of trade. Oh, because of your autonomy. Which is going down. Okay. So our control over this will grow. In that case, I think I'm just going to sit back and just earn money. So much money. So that I can get all 3 of these upgraded to level 3 centres of trade. I mean, it does make sense to upgrade this. Actually, there is one other thing I do want to build before we do that. I'm going to make Tenerife a naval base. I want this for the ship repair. I know that costs a bit of money, but I think it's worthwhile. Merchant suffering. Our focus on mercantilism is making life hard for our merchants who trade in foreign places. I will lose a little bit of trade power in Mississippi. Thank you. Okay, so transports are able to transport my army once again. The army is drilling. We could increase the army size to 24. So I think I will do so. We're going to order in... Do I want the cavalry or do I want infantry? I mean, we have so much infantry to the cavalry, so I think we can afford to get 2 cavalry. That's another call. And we will be stating some stuff soon. Guerrero... I mean, sure. Like I said, I am not expecting to have that many provinces. This is probably going to be the most concentrated land mass that I have. And that's just because I love gold. Castile is attacking, or considering to attack Lima. Fine. Right. Forts. You are not actually protected by anyone. You are also a mountain pass. You would be an excellent... fort position. Oh no, my half-price trader died. Well, I think at this point it is worth getting another level 2. Especially because we do use 1 point because of a second policy. Conflict of court and country. Hardline centralization attempts. Aragon is going for the extra absolutism. Quite right. You are a radical monarchy of radicalization. Smugglers have been caught. We rule the seas, so we rule the trade routes. So it's vital that we clear the home waters of smugglers trafficking in contraband and foreign wares that might undermine our domestic market. So basically, you're not allowed to smuggle unless you're smuggling for us. Gain army tradition, lose corruption, or gain 350 ducats. I'm going to take the money. And then we are going to upgrade Jamaica to a level 3. And at this point, we can actually have 3 level 3 centers of trade. So this is going to be great. So what is your area? Bermuda, Curacao, Jamaica, and Puerto Rico. Really? Bermuda? Puerto Rico, Curacao, and Jamaica. That's the weirdest area I've ever seen. That's crazy. Alright. Oh, and it reduces yearly naval tradition decay as well. Not that I need it. And also the institution spread, which is going to be super helpful. Okay, so your trade power is now at 56. You do have a stock... No, 108. I was going to say, 56 feels very low. How are we doing the Ivory Coast, and how are we pushing money out? Oh, okay, we are pushing a lot of money out. There's a reason we suddenly became very, very rich. The Caribbean's now worth 69 ducats. That's up from like 23. So I do feel like we need to get some more heavy frigates in the field. No. Let's get Havana level 3. Let's get Zui level 3. Then we can start thinking about other developments. We're making enough money that this is not going to take very long. And how's the professionalism? Oh, we'll have to get another one. Portugal's conflict of court and country. 32%. Right. It's got to be the inflation reduction. We're still 7 years ahead of time in terms of technology. So one other thing that we should very seriously consider doing is increasing the production in all of the gold mines to level 10. So for that, we are going to need to wait. Actually, yeah, we're going to need to wait a little while for the cores to finish, and then once we've stated them all, then we can do that, because then we can take the development cost reduction, which is going to be very helpful, especially because most of that is mountains. And there's a bunch more. So yes, I would love to core you. And Mexico, 5 out of 5. Boom. That's a big one. So Mexico, we definitely want the development cost reduction. Oh, and we also wanted a fort here. Right? No, it was here. And you're still coring. Never mind. So, yeah, Mexico. I think what I'm going to do is anywhere where there is gold, I'm just going to switch your edict to dev cost. As long as you've been cored and stated, which those have not yet. And we do have quite a lot of Diplo power, which is very nice. So let's sort this by trade goods. Mexico, I definitely want to get up and running. We are still trying to get military ideas, so we're not going to boost that. That was nice and easy. These three are super cheap. Let's get Tulucan up a bit more. So you're at level 10. Okay, good. So now we have 4 gold mines that are at level 10. So the amount of income from gold, 32 ducats. That's a third of my trade income. That's a lot of gold income. And my inflation's only going up by 0.06 from the gold mines. That's not terrible, considering I have a base reduction of 0.1, even without advisors. That's just from the economic ideas. I am very happy I took economic ideas now. I was wondering about it at the start. I just love economic ideas. They're so strong. But as we were going to have a very small base, I wasn't sure if it was worthwhile. But considering the dev cost reduction we got on places like Jamaica and Havana, which is why we've been as powerful as we have been despite how small we are, I think it's been worth it. That will not, however, have increased my naval force limit, unfortunately. Alright, Tenerife shipyard's done. Good. Right, conversions. That's another thing that we need to start doing. Well, I think it would make sense to start with the gold mines. And manpower recovery from cocoa. Oh, nice. Land force limits plus 20%. That's actually going to be super useful. And we're only one step away from finishing offensive off completely and getting that juicy discipline. And at that point our armies should be... Oh, we have plutocratic, so we do have the same amount of morale as the colonials. I'd forgotten we'd taken plutocratic. In which case our armies are going to be better than theirs. Especially once we get the professionalism up more. So, with the force limits, we can now go up to 32. Oh, hell yeah. And in fact, I'm very tempted to go up to 40. Actually, 44. That's a bit too much.